If you're focusing on self-improvement only, then you're doing it wrong. Hello, my name is Julie and welcome back to my channel. And for over 10 years of my life, I focused on self-improvement. I read so many books about self-help, and I tried to get better when it came to my mindset, my flaws, my confidence, and my ability to be seen and speak up and confront people and be less introverted. I went to multiple therapists at the time, and I kept telling them the same thing. I want to improve. I want to become better. However, it was one therapist that kind of stopped me on my tracks and told me, you don't need to be better. You're good enough as you are. And you trying to improve and become better just means that you don't think you're worthy. And I remember that moment, the glass just shattered. All my life, I've been focusing on self-improvement because I thought if I can fix myself, my life wouldn't be as fucked up. Heck, I would not be as fucked up. But the truth is, self-improvement can be a mask for self-rejection. See, when you're trying to improve yourself, you're trying to fix yourself and fix the things around you. And the reason why you're trying to fix those things is because you don't believe that you're good enough as you are. Only until you're fixed, then you are good enough. And it's very toxic to think that I'll be worthy once I change things about myself, because that type of belief is rooted in shame. Because you're ashamed of yourself, because you're ashamed of your shadow and your dark side and your flaws, then you try to find ways to fix them, hoping that once they're fixed, you are good enough. However, self-improvement can also lead us to become perfectionists, in which we start to tell ourselves that once we learn something, for example, we learn how to become good communicators, then we can rest, or we can build a business, or we can love ourselves. And the moment you make a mistake on your self-improvement journey, you start to judge yourself by telling yourself that you're not fixed yet. You're just as you are. You're not ready yet. And therefore, you cannot feel worthy. You cannot love yourself or build a business or rest because you're not there yet. And over time, self-improvement can become a personality in which you become a fixer because you're constantly trying to fix yourself and the people around you and your environment. I actually once went on a date with a guy and he told me his sole purpose in life is to fix things. I even asked him, do you fix people? And he said yes. He believes it's his job to fix himself, to fix his environment, to fix situations and other people. When he said that to me, I kept thinking to myself, how unworthy and broken do you feel as a person that you need to keep fixing things and chasing the ideal version of things that never exist because nothing is perfect and no one is perfect for you to feel good enough? His self-improvement and fixing journey has become a personality trait. And even for myself, it was a personality trait for a while because I was so focused on improvement that I was not actually focused on myself or my own worth and my own self-esteem. If you're focused on self-improvement only, then you're treating yourself like a project that needs to be fixed. When you're not a project, you're a person that's worthy just as they are. Oh wait, you have shortcomings and flaws? Well, great. So do all of us. It's human to be imperfect. And also, it's human for us to want to improve in things so that we have a better life. However, instead of focusing on self-improvement, it's important that we start with self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is all about growing with your values rather than growing based off of your shame. So does that mean that we don't need to improve ourselves? No, self-acceptance is the first step. It's you realizing that you're good enough, you're worthy, and you are loved just as you are. And then you can improve yourself because you deserve better things. And we all have our shortcomings. Why not work on them and learn and improve? However, when you put acceptance first, that way, when you're actually improving yourself, you're not doing it from a place of, I need to improve and fix myself so I can love myself better. You're doing it from a place of, I need to improve because I love myself and I deserve better things. When you choose self-acceptance first and then self-improvement, first of all, you're creating stability for yourself because you know that you're worthy and you want to grow as a person. Also, you're reducing perfectionism because now when you make mistakes, you're more compassionate with yourself. You understand that you're not where you want to be in a certain skill or area in your life. However, that doesn't mean that you're not worthy or that you suck. And lastly, when you put self-acceptance first, you no longer are trying to prove your worth and that you're good enough because you already accepted that you are worthy as you are. Instead, you're improving because you want to grow as a person, which is the right reasons why we should aim to improve. See, if self-acceptance was the soil, then self-improvement is what you plant in the soil. And if that soil is dry or non-existent, then whatever you try to plant is not going to grow. Or if it grows, it will grow terribly. Therefore, self-acceptance is just as important, if not more important, than self-improvement, because you're not trying to prove to anyone that you're worthy, even to yourself. But I would like to hear from you as well. So tell me, do you agree with me, or do you feel like you can improve as a person without accepting yourself first? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.